Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you. Please enjoy.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another reading. It's finally here. We are gathered here today to pull on what is coming in for us for the next 6 months leading into the new year of 2022. Hi guys. Wow. I am excited and nervous to be pulling on global energy. But before I begin and start rambling, I just need to throw in all my disclaimers and introduce myself and yada yada yada, because some of you could be new to this channel. So I just need to throw all of that out there. So let's start by saying, heads up guys, this is just a general reading that I am seeing for the world globally. You do not have to believe in anything that I say. You do not have to resonate with any of the messages that come through. All of this is just from what I'm picking up. I use tarot cards to help channel. So again, you do not have to believe in anything that is coming through in this reading. So please do not be rude in the comment section. Just receive the message and you can either take it or leave it where it's at. Also, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Giving this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel a lot, and it lets me know that you guys like these worldly predictions. Another heads up, we are going to be talking about some tough topics, and there are going to be some words that I say that I cannot say the full words of it because YouTube is very sensitive, and so am I. So just keep that in mind, guys. And that's about it. So thank you guys again, and let's get into it. So, we're first going to be starting off with the United States of America. I just saw 222. Just saw 222, and I've been seeing 222 everywhere. Let me know if you've been seeing 222 as well, or leave a comment down below on the numbers that you've been seeing repeatedly. Alrighty. So let's start pulling for the United States. I shuffled enough. What is the energy coming in for the United States? We have the Justice card reversed. We're going to be moving that candle. We have the Justice card reversed. We have the Seven of Wands, not shocking at all. We also have the Page of Swords reversed. Okay. We have the Page of Swords reversed, followed by the Hierophant reverse, the Emperor reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups in the end. Back of the deck energy, we have the Page of Cups. Okay. Back of the deck energy, we have the Page of Cups. The first row of cards, and as I focus on the energy, without even looking at the cards, I was just in a moment of silence. And as I was focusing, I just keep hearing people complaining. They're complaining about why they have to do this. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to accept the changes that I am not ready to accept? Why can't it be my choice? Why is there an ultimatum when I should have a choice? The word that I'm hearing is fairness, and that is going to be a theme in 2022. Interesting enough, I saw 222 in the beginning of this reading, and I've been seeing 222 a lot, and if we know anything about the number 2, it speaks about balance. The first card that came out is the Justice card reversed. The Justice card is ruled by Libra. Libra represents balance, and they also represent justice. That card in itself is in reverse, and as I was channeling, I heard the word fairness. Then I heard the word unfairness. So when we think about it, what has been going on that you've been seeing around the world that you feel is unfair? What are the rules that are being pushed on us that's making us feel like this isn't what I want? What about me? What about what's fair? That's going to be a theme here. Because is this really what the people want, or is it more so about control? That's going to be a discussion that's already being had right now, but it's also going to be a discussion in 2022. a big message that's coming through that I'm hearing is prepare yourself to feel like you're speaking but you're not being heard. Prepare yourself to feel like you're saying what's right but you feel like you're not being understood. Prepare to feel like you're speaking perfect English but they feel like you're speaking a language that's not even of this earth. You're talking, you're expressing truth, it's all making sense, but it doesn't matter because this is what needs to be done. And the reason why it feels unfair is because the vibe here is it's not about what's fair. It's about what we feel or what is right or what's going to take us out of this. Because right now, what I'm seeing is everybody's on this big boat and the boat is sinking. The boat is sinking. And the leader of that boat that's sinking, the leader is saying, we need to get some other boats so we can sail out of here. That way we don't all sink. But you have people that are like, wait, I don't want to take that. I don't want to get on that little boat. Because I'm claustrophobic. I don't want to deal with a whole bunch of people near me. Is there another way we can, because I can swim. The island's right there. It's not like you guys are, because here's the thing, we're not in the middle of the ocean. I'm using this analogy, but follow me, guys. We're not in the middle of the ocean where there's no way to turn and this is our only solution. We're actually not too far from shore. So you have people that want to listen to the leader and say, okay, I'm going to get on this little boat and we're going to sail to shore. And then you have people that want to swim it because they just don't want to be around other people. They're claustrophobic or they have their reasons. The problem here is that the argument and the anger is coming from my reason is still going to get me to where I gotta go. So why does it bother you that I don't want to do it that way? And why are you forcing me to do it that way? This is very Aquarius type of energy because Aquarius, they're going to march to the beat of their own drum. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people doing what they feel is right for them because it's supposed to be diplomacy, democracy. But as time goes on, we're seeing that it doesn't look like we have a choice. It doesn't look like we have a say in what goes on and what happens. So now what you're going to be seeing is a prediction that's coming through is a heighten of people wanting to move away. People wanting to go here because where they're at is not acknowledging their rights, their choices, what they want, what they need. I'm not trying to scare y'all, and I'm not trying to send cryptic messages, but everyone has been asking me for this global world reading, and I'm doing the best that I can to be very mindful on how I relay these messages. But the truth is we're going to be headed into some very, I'm going to say argumentative times where not everybody is going to agree. And here's the thing. We have a problem. The boat is sinking. The boat is sinking. But everyone is not 100% in agreement on how they have to save themselves. So now, as the boat is sinking, we're fighting amongst each other. I want to swim on land. No, I want to take the boat. And nobody's moving. And that applies to everything that's going on. I say that because Justice Reverse, 7 of Wands is here. And the 7 of Wands is all about people wanting to knock you down, to take you down, to shake things up because they don't like how you're doing things. Because before the 7 of Wands, there's the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands, it's like you conquered it, recognition and power. But guess what? Within the audience of that 6 of Wands energy, there's people that don't like that you're up there. There's people that don't like that you're moving forward. There's people that don't like that you won. This could very well be an energy of our president. He won the election, but there's people that don't like that he won. There's people that feel like he may be forcing me to do something I don't really want to do. He's helping, but at the same time, I feel like I'm being forced. So you're going to be seeing a lot of people experiencing, feeling like their rights are being taken away. Now, I'm not predicting that rights will get taken away. I'm not saying that, but the energy that I'm seeing here is people are going to feel that way. Will laws be instilled that could shake things up? Yes. Yes. So that's the prediction that's coming through. Whatever you feel, whatever you just thought of, by the way, whatever that just popped to mind is what You're not going to have a choice of the matter. I'm not trying to scare you. It just is what it is. Now, here's another thing. I'm hearing you have a choice, but you might not like your options. That's another thing too. You might not like your options. Okay. Now, Queen of Swords reverse, Page of Swords reverse. Another thing that's also coming through in this reading, I have said this in my past reading of women needing to be very mindful of their safety. I predicted that there would be a lot of violence and a rise in crime, but definitely violence towards women, because I did see somebody just on a harming spree, if you will, harming other women. And we have not seen anything like that since back in the day with the Teddy Bundys and things of that sort, right? If y'all know where I'm going with this, Queen of Swords is reverse. This is dark, but a lot of women or a lot of people that have been missing for a very long time, they're going to get discovered, and there's going to be a pattern, meaning a particular person is doing this back to back. I predicted that the person will get apprehended and will get caught. But here's another problem. Because we're, again, fighting amongst each other on what's fair, it's almost like this person is getting away with it in a way, because we're all kind of in our own world fighting amongst ourselves when there's bigger problems that are happening. The person, I feel, I do see justice here. But it seems like the justice is going to take a long time with the justice card being reversed. Why? Because we're fighting amongst each other and we're not paying attention to the bigger picture. We're sweeping things under the rug. We're fighting about stuff that matters, but then it doesn't matter at the same time, because there are other things that are going down that we need to put our attention towards. So one thing that I will say is that 2022 is actually going to be the year where we are going to struggle so hard to bring back balance, because we are so imbalanced right now. But I'm not a politician. I am just an intuitive. I am just a tarot card reader. And I speak, I get divine messages, and I relay these messages, and I'm careful on how I say things. The Hierophant, the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles. Another message that's coming through is there's going to be a huge emphasis on the justice system. There's going to be a focus on our rights and what truly matters and what doesn't. But here's the thing. The reading ends with the Two of Cups. So balance is promised, but not without a lot of push and pull. Not without a tug of war. Not without conflict. I don't want to say there's rioting. No. I'm not saying that. It doesn't feel like craziness like 2020. It just feels like people silently going on strike. They're not going to do this if they don't get that. So it's going to be very divided. It's going to be very divided. It's going to be very divided, very, very divided. Meanwhile, crime is going to be at an all-time high because we're so divided. Yep. That's what it looks like so far. Now, Europe is also going through a similar, Canada as well, Canada is not as bad, but Europe is definitely going through a similar energy that the United States is going through in regards to what's fair and what isn't. Europe, definitely Europe. Canada, I'm going to say yes to Canada as well. So it does feel like this is happening globally. Because again, what affects us affects other places. Eventually. Okay. So, Spirit, will unemployment still be given out? Unemployment? Show me unemployment. The King of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Tower reversed, the High Priestess, and all of these cards, not for long. So guys, if you have been very dependent on unemployment, it's not going to last for long. It won't last the way that you need it to last. So start preparing, start taking stock. I keep hearing taking stock. I keep seeing people buying big amounts of food. Because here's what's weird. It doesn't feel like the world is getting on shutdown. It just feels like people are refusing to do something, so they're not participating, or they're not going to work. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. Because they refuse to be forced to do whatever it is that they have to do. Okay? That's a vibe that I'm sensing here in this reading. So it really looks like 2022 is going to be like, we're going to even out the playing fields here, and we're going to balance this out by all means necessary. This is going to make sense. This is going to be fair. Anything else? Anything else? That's why we're going to see a lot of people buying food in abundance, buying a lot of food, because it's like, well, it looks like I'm staying home because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going. I'm not doing this. Unemployment is still going to be happening, but then it's going to pause, and then I see our president, I see world leaders trying to give back to the people again that have been affected by the pandemic. Okay. So let's see the energy with the new strand that is out. Energetically, we're going to be pulling on what's happening here. Another prediction I said in our last video for the world prediction is the environment, and how the environment is going to keep going through changes, and that's still going to be a theme. Because remember, right now, guys, energetically, from what I'm feeling, the earth is purging in regards to nature. It's doing a lot of process of elimination. So we're going to see a lot of random erratic storms, random wildfires, random eruptions, just random. And it's all because Earth, in a way, is restoring itself. But then there's also an energy here of, because the Earth is purging, now we're dealing with, I keep seeing a magic wand. I keep seeing, let's control this so we get a better control of the weather, so we can do that. It is believed that we are capable of controlling the weather to a certain extent, but it feels like it's going to be attempted to save the earth, but it can actually make everything worse. So it's best to just let nature do what it's doing and not intervene with that, because we're not God. So that's a message for the world. We just have to accept, respect, and allow this to happen. Okay? That's really what we should do. If we don't, we're going to be seeing more erratic weather. It seems like what they tried to do to make it better, it makes it worse. But in the event of the weather being very erratic, what I'm seeing, this is a funny one, I'm seeing random animals that are not native to that state or country is going to be reappearing. So animals that we felt or thought that were extinct are actually going to be coming from the surface. That's funny. Because the weather is going to be so different. We're going to be seeing some exotic animals in spaces that we've never seen exotic animals before. So there's going to be a height in, I keep seeing alligators in people's backyards. I keep seeing deers. That could be a theme right now, but I'm definitely seeing animals feeling the shift and change in energy. So you're going to be seeing some very interesting furry friends in your backyard, in your neighborhood, because they're taking refuge. Because here's the thing, when it's naturally shifting, animals know what to do and where to go. But when it's not natural, you're going to kind of see them all over the place, because it's actually affecting the ecosystem, which is also Aquarius energy, addressing the ecosystem and the environment. So again, we're going to just be seeing a lot of this erratic ups and downs. But 222, balance, everything will start to balance itself out. Justice will get served in the middle towards the end of 2022, but not without seeing a lot of chaos in a way. And it feels weird too. It feels just random and weird, and okay, what can we do to make it better? For most of it, nothing. Let Earth do what Earth is doing. Don't tamper with it. Don't leave her alone. Let her purge, let her cleanse, let her renew herself. So let's pull on Little Miss Pandemic and let's see what she's doing. Will there be another shutdown? That's the thing. It's going to be discussed, but the world cannot, the economy around the world cannot afford another lockdown, even though that would be best, but at the same time detrimental. We won't be able to recover from that. Even though it will be implied, it will be here. So rather than a shutdown, there will be an option to do things a certain way to protect yourself from the pandemic, from the virus. Okay. The Strength card reverse, we have the Six of Swords. I feel that people are going to be jumping ship. People are going to be moving. People are going to want to live outside of their country. They're going to want to relocate because they feel that whatever that they're getting in their hometown, they're not getting it. They're not getting it, so they're going to seek elsewhere. Two of Wands reverse. We have the Lovers. Notice how the cards are all showing up reverse in this reading because we're out of balance, everyone. We're not in alignment. And right now, energetically, everything is doing everything it can to get in alignment, and it's making us collectively uncomfortable. Okay? So that's here. Fluctuations with the stock market, fluctuations with money, fluctuations with just everything. And it's necessary because we're still in Aquarius energy where the breakdown of the Capricorn energy we were in, the era of Capricorn, we're not in that anymore. We're still in Aquarius energy. There is going to be a very big focus on weather and the environment. We're seeing what the environment's doing this year. So it's like we're going to try to handle it next year. We might make it worse before it gets better. Okay. Not that this matters, but there's going to be a lot of marriages, celebrity marriages going through divorces. I mean, I don't even feel like that's a prediction, but marriages that we didn't expect to end are going to be ending next year. So that's a vibe here that's coming through in the reading. Okay. That could be happening in personal lives too, where you no longer feel connected to a certain person. Freedom is also going to be a vibe here. Circling back to what I said about the justice system, there is going to be a focus on rights. So there was a huge focus on women, and I do feel that because 2022 is going to be the year of balance, we're going to be hearing more horrific stories about men and the things that they go through and the trauma that they experience and what women are capable of doing to men. Because even though, yes, women should be protected, men should be protected too. There are going to be some tough conversations being discussed about what happens to men when they're young, if you know where I'm going with this, okay? That's going to be a focus here. And some good news that's coming in, there is going to be a heighten and a lot of people that were wrongfully incarcerated being released, no matter where they are in this world, no matter what country it is. Because again, we are entering the year of balance. It may be uncomfortable for some, but it's going to be a breakthrough for a lot of other people. So this reading, to me, from what I'm gathering here, is change is uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, but it's necessary, because if this was not happening, would we see the breakthroughs that we're going to be seeing next year? So for the rest of this year, we're just going to be dealing with that. Now, I got off tangent because I'm channeling right now. I'm not using my cards. I'm channeling that down again. Will there be a shutdown? Because even with unemployment, even with government assisting for countries that have it, they're scared of that because it's like, we can't afford this again. We can't do this again. That's why I felt that the unemployment could freeze a little bit, because there's fear of what if we can't do it. there is going to be, I keep seeing cryptocurrency. For next year, be careful of scamming and fraudulent activity through cryptocurrency. Okay. If you're into investing in the stock market, be very mindful of that and find a way to protect your assets. Because there could be a vibe of certain people getting hacked or things getting hacked and cryptocurrency getting stolen. I don't know what that means because I don't have any of that, but just be mindful of that. So if you have something sitting in 2022, try not to have it sit, take it out, and then put a little back in. So if you lose, then you're fine. I keep seeing static. So be very mindful of the stock market, guys. It just feels very like up and down in 2022. But again, it's because it's balancing itself out. Okay. I just heard I will do less. I will do less. And then I saw sales going down. I just saw things going down because people are saying I will do less because I'm not doing this or that. Okay. I'm not seeing another shutdown. But what's interesting is there will be something of that, but in a different way. Why am I not seeing another shutdown if everything is growing, though? That's what I'm not understanding. Why would I see... I would think that I would see that. I would think that I would see something like that, especially because everything is building up again. Like history is repeating itself. So why wouldn't this happen again? Okay, it's not making sense. Even as I'm getting these messages, it's not making sense. I am literally just a messenger. And I don't proclaim to have all the answers, but I'm sitting with all of you. And I'm pulling with the divine. And they're just saying... Nine of Cups, the Empress, the Four of Pentacles. They're saying the shutdown will manifest in a different form. So it won't be by force because economically we won't be able to bounce back from that. It will be people, they're going to stop doing certain things. And that could hurt the economy because they don't want to do certain things. Okay. I'm also seeing the medical industry is going to also change. The medical industry is going to be going through huge transformation. A lot more rules are going to be instilled for health. So if you're traveling abroad for anything to do with your health, your body, surgeries or whatever, there's a huge shift and change coming in, and it's supposed to be for the safety of everyone. There is huge changes coming in the medical industry. I keep hearing nurses. Nurses. What's going on with nurses? What's going on with nurses? Nurses globally are going to actually want to get paid more. I mean, I feel like they should get paid more, to be honest. But they're going to be wanting to make more because more is going to be put on their plates. Yeah, there's a shift and change coming in for the medical field. Three of Pentacles. Yep, there's a change coming in. Collab, the Judgment. The Judgment. It's something to... Yep. Another thing that's also here is that, because here's what's interesting. Some of the medicine and things that are being released and given to the public, and it's no fault to any medical professionals, but for some people, they've had some bad experience or adverse effects. So it actually feels like the medical industry is going to get under attack. That's interesting. And what's interesting is there's also a shift in people working in the medical industry. I'm hearing this like right now. People that have been working diligently to heal people, now they're just kind of like, I don't like how I am being called to heal. I want to heal in a different way. Anything else that's coming through? We're going to be seeing more protesting and more violence. We are. Worldwide, we are going to be seeing more of that. There is going to be some civil wars going on. And when I mean by civil war, I mean by like violence. Yeah, this could be Afghanistan, because I know, oh my goodness, my heart goes out to everyone that's suffering in Afghanistan. And I'm Haitian, by the way, so doing this reading is very hard for me because my country right now is, we're strong people, we're warriors, and there's nothing that we haven't overcome. But do I feel like we're constantly targeted? Absolutely. And do I feel like the Haitian diaspora is doing everything they can to help now? Yes. And maybe we're being called to do that now more than ever. And when it comes to anyone that's in other countries that are just going through tremendous amounts of struggle, the message that I'm hearing intuitively is that I know that this is happening. I keep hearing, I know that this is happening, but understand that everything is going to balance itself out. It's just going to get worse before it gets better. So while it's spiraling, what can you do to make a difference? What can you do to help? What can you do to give back? That's also a form of balance, because no way can we keep taking and expecting for what we're taking from to give constantly if it has nothing to give. Okay. There's also an increase in women giving birth at home. I keep seeing crazy birth stories, more crazy birth stories that have happy endings, of course. Like maybe she didn't make it to the hospital, so she gave birth here. There's I don't want to say it's a baby boom, but a lot of babies are being born, and their birth stories are going to be very interesting. Some are funny because it's just going to be random. That's interesting. Any more messages coming in that I need to hear? No, I'm not hearing any more messages. I'm not hearing any more messages for world predictions. Card flipped up, so we must be strong. Okay, so I'm going to get this deck right here. Transformation, the butterfly oracle. Also, we're going to be seeing a lot of drama amongst politicians towards the end of this year and next year. I remember tweeting something about Trump. I do feel like he's going to find a way to come back and stir the pot. I'm not saying he's running for president, but I am saying that he is going to come out and speak. And here's the thing, he's trying to do it to where people don't get a vibe of what he's doing. He wants his comeback to come out of nowhere. He's doing it quietly. He's doing it secretly. He's moving in silence. He has people helping him right now as we speak. And everything is looking like it's running according to plan. He has people that are protecting him because they want to hear what he has to say. And because he's no longer the leader of the free world, this is him just wanting to lay everything out there on what actually happened, this, that, and the third. I would think that he has like beef with Obama and them, but he's not even focused on them anymore. He's more so he's looking at the Clintons, he's giving them the side eye. He's giving the Clintons the side eye right now. He's targeting them. And there's a few other people he's giving the side eye as well. Why wouldn't he give this energy to Bernie Sanders? Not Bernie Sanders. Why wouldn't he give this energy to Joe Biden, though? He feels like Joe Biden is a puppet. He also feels like Joe Biden didn't even want to really be president like that. But he's president and he's doing what he has to do. So it just looks like Trump wants to say what he has to say because he's a Gemini and you can't keep Geminis quiet for long. So that's coming up. And remember, we don't have to like him. You may like him or not like him. I don't know where everybody stands with that, but balance means fairness. And he feels like he has something to say. So he feels like it's fair that he should say it. So it's coming. That's coming. And he's being protected right now because if this even... Because here's the thing. This is a reading, right? Again, you don't have to believe anything that I'm saying. This could all be bullshit. All of this could just be, bullshit. Bullshit. She's a liar. Fine. That's perfectly fine, right? But let's say allegedly this is happening. Because this is a reading, you know. Let's say this is happening. They're not going to believe me, but they'll probably believe a factual, reliable source. Because not everybody feels like energy and cards and divination and crystals are a reliable source. So this isn't... I'm not saying that this is a reliable source, but I know that energy and the cosmos don't lie. We know that collectively, but other people don't. So they're doing their absolute best to protect factual information coming out, because it's like if anything comes out, they're gonna block him. Okay. So we're gonna see politicians go back and forth. It's gonna be a cat fight again. Anything else that's coming through? There's gonna be more presidents and did I say that word right? There's gonna be more assassination attempts towards other world leaders around the world. That's a vibe here. There's also going to be a shift in politics in the United Kingdom. And the shift is necessary. And I keep hearing people say, oh, thank God, I was tired of this shit. I don't know what that could be. Let me know, guys. Let me know what outdated rules is happening in the UK that you guys are kind of tired of. Because I actually feel like that's going to get dismantled soon. If not soon, definitely within a year's time. Also in 2022, we're going to see an explosion of... We're going to see like definitely a big explosion of relationship topics. We're going to be seeing that. I'm not saying I'm seeing a lot of marriage in 2022, but I'm definitely seeing a lot more people in relationships wanting the truth so they can stop wasting their time. That's going to be a vibe. I don't know what that means as I'm hearing it, but deep conversations surrounding love, deep conversations surrounding the well-being of men and why certain men do what they do. Divorce is also going to be a theme in 2022 because, again, the energy has to balance itself out. If it's not fair, then I can't give any more to it. Yes, there will be people that come together, but there will be people that want to go their separate ways because it's no longer serving them to stay. It's a lot coming in, a lot of balance. New exercising programs. So guys, build up your immune system, please. Work out more. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself, please. Courage. Have the courage to stand up for yourself and to stand up for what you believe in. So I see a lot of you just standing firm in your beliefs, whether that be you're pro something or you're against something. You're standing firm in it. Keep the faith. Everything will resolve itself. Everything will. Everything will. So even though this reading may have sounded like a little bit, oh my God, there's a solution here. There is a solution here, so don't feel like there isn't a solution, because there is a solution. Leaving. Again, I do feel like a lot of people are going to be moving. Self-employment, because a lot of people don't want to fall into the status quo or doing things traditionally. There's also a force of having careers that are out of the ordinary or different. Protecting jobs and careers that are different. That's also here as well. Okay. Sobriety is also here as well. So I will say next year is going to be very focused on health and balance and what's fair for what it looks like. Welcome to the new. Welcome to the new. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this world prediction reading. What can I say about what's been happening in Afghanistan and what's happening in Haiti and what's happening in so many other countries? We're just going through one thing after another. So much breakdown, so much is happening. All I can say is there is a shift that's coming in, a cleansing that is here, a purge that is happening. We need to just respect it. We need to just allow it. And we need to come together as a people and help one another now more than ever. We're too busy arguing. We're too busy pointing the finger at one another. We have to come together and be in unity. And we are going to be calling out the things that we have been seeing that's not fair. So that's here. Emotionally, it could feel draining, but it's necessary to have these conversations. Okay? So I hope this world prediction reading resonated. It's not to be scared, it's to be informed. And we're going to be okay. We're going to overcome this. No matter what this is, we're going to overcome it. Anyways, let's see how these predictions unravel and unfold before us. We're going to be watching and slowly just paying attention to everything. Be safe, protect yourself, wash your hands, wear your mask, be on alert, be safe. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later in my next reading. Bye, guys. Be safe.